Hello everyone. It's with great joy that I present to you today the beginning of a Stellaris Let's Play series. We're going to, for this Let's Play, not play right until the end year because that will take forever. Our goal with this series is simply to create a machine empire from an organic species. This is something that I've done before, and I'm sure many people in Stellaris have actually done before. But it is quite a fun thing to do, and it gives us options to play with the game as we proceed through along it to do things on the side as well. And this makes sure that we can control the length of the series as well for you. Okay, so no further ado, we're going to start a new game. I have made a custom empire to help with this. I'm just going to run through this very quickly. As you can see, we are Snails with a glorious banner there. So we are a technocratic dictatorship, which means we have one single ruler, which we have to choose, which changes every time we die. So there's absolutely no democracy in this, which is, as I'm sure you'll love. And our civics are going to be, we are technocracy, which means our capital buildings replace some administrator jobs with science director researchers, which means administrators will create science, research, and unity. Creating this unity means that we don't actually have to focus on making unity-specific buildings when we're going through our planetary management, which saves up a building slot for us, which is very, very useful. Now, you may notice under here that we are also slaver guilds. This means that we're going to be driving 40% of our population into forced slavery. We can't avoid this with this particular civic. We must have 40% of our total population held as slaves, whether that's our own starting population or those that we assimilate from conquering as well, or even peaceful migration. They may be escaping one war just to become slaves into our own empire as well. And we'll also have a 10% output from them increase. We are, of course, being dictatorship, we are authoritarian, which means that our monthly influence is also slightly increased, as well as our general worker resource output is increased as well by 5%. So very nice there. This does allow these slaver guilds, by the way. Excuse me. And we are also fanatic materialist, which increases our research speed by 10% and our robot upkeep by minus 20%. So we are going to be focusing on having robots. Not necessarily. We're going to find a nice balance between robots and organic populations until we become a machine empire ourselves, where our total population will, of course, be robots. And finally, we have the intelligent trait, which further boosts our research outputs by 10%. Engineering research has been specifically increased by another 15% from natural engineers. And our final positive is a 10% population growth speed increase, so that we don't lag behind. To balance this out with the points that we need to spend, we are also unruly, which means that our empire sprawl from pops is increased by 10%. I'll be going through this, don't worry, I may be rushing a bit. I will be going through this as we keep playing through the game. I just want to get into the game right now, so we're going to breeze through this very quickly. And our second negative trait is also deviance, which means that our governing ethics attraction is decreased by 50%. So that means that other empires and other populations won't be so happy with our governing ethics, and that we'll have to work extra hard to be friendly with alien species. Okay, so I'm not playing with the Lithoid Species Pack, Ancient Relics Story Pack, or Distant Stars Story Pack. I don't currently own these. That's okay. I am, as you can see on the sidebar here, all the DLCs I am playing as or with. I am new, however, to the Nemesis DLC pack, which is the latest one. I've just simply not played it so much, or played the game so much since this was released. So we are going to be learning a few things here and there. Okay, so the galaxy settings. I like to play on huge 1,000 stars with a galaxy of 4 arms and in a spiral shape. We're going to put, we're going to move it up to 18 empires with 2 advanced AI starts. We're going to have, can we increase? Yeah, we're going to have as many fallen empires as we can with 5. This is because I like to just interact with them where we can, and we can have a higher likelihood of that war in heaven endgame crisis happen. We're only going to have 2 Marauder Empires. Yeah, why not? Tech tradition cost, just normal. Habitable worlds is going to be 1.75 multiplier there. Just give myself and the AI a few opportunities to expand early on. We're going to have a slightly more increased primitive civilization count. Crisis strength is going to be a 50% extra increase. Crisis type will be random. This is a new thing, so we can actually ask for a specific endgame crisis. I've only ever seen the Plethorian type, so we'll see what happens. We may not see that though, depending on when we actually finish this series. So we've got mid-game and end year at the normal things. We're going to be playing on... Let's play on Captain, just to keep things a little bit fair. Scaling difficulty off, otherwise we'll never finish this. And I think that's all looking good. We are obviously going to be playing on Iron Man mode, because we are, of course, the most elite and MLG hardcore players. We do not like to save scum this game. And it will let me, of course, get these glorious achievements that we can't or have not previously unlocked. So, I'll see you in the game. Okay, here we are in the start screen. We're getting the usual blurb about random stuff, just to introduce ourselves. Okay, and this is our star system, the Moist Ball. Yeah, probably not too alien to any old players. So we get our first starting system with a couple planets, or stars, planets rather. With mining factories and stuff on them. So we have some minor expansions just to get us going to start with. So we're going to look at our capital here. And we have a commercial zones, research labs, administrative offices, and of the planetary administration. This isn't necessarily a bad starting place. We've got a few tile blockers to get rid of. We've got some eco expansions to have a look at. And our population is fine. We're lacking in clerk jobs, but that's okay. Our next population person will fill that up. I am going to go for a mining district. Am I? No, I might actually be going for an industrial district first. But we need 400 minerals first to construct that. So order of business first is to go to your space station and construct a science ship. And of course with that, hire a new scientist. Where we go to the leaders tab and recruit an extra one. Okay, so not getting any really great traits here for any of them, just leader experience gain and research speed into the New World surveys. So we're going to have a quick look into our existing scientist traits and see if we can... okay, so we're getting statecraft, really. Nothing great. The propulsion and the field manipulation is not too bad, but I would have liked at least a general 10% boost to research from this person, rather anomaly research speed. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to hire a new scientist and replace it with this one, so that this Kreb, daughter of Yerk, will be captaining our new science ship. So that's what we're going to do. When we have 200 energy, of course, that won't take too long. That will be done by the time we have our science ship up. But I am going to sell some food first. Okay, so let's look at our research options first. Stellaris, for those new to the game, doesn't give you a necessarily linear tree. You do start at basic text, but you can have an option of 3 certain texts from a branch researching at the same time. So we are going to go for... We're going to go for quantum theory first to increase our physics research time. We're going to go for population growth speed here. Yeah, or do we make use of our increased statecraft? Tell you what, let's go for population growth speed so we can get that off the bat. And we're going to go for geothermal fracking. Yeah, let's go for geothermal fracking first. Okay, so we're also going to visit the market. We're going to we're going to sell our food off, because we have absolutely no need to stockpile it right now. In the early game, all you need to worry about is having a positive income of food rather than actually stockpiling it. Stockpiles of food only really matter in the early game when you're running low on food on your planets, and then you can sink into that later on. So to increase our energy income, we are going to make a monthly trade. We'll do some food when we can. They've changed that. We do need a stockpile of food to actually sell it to them. We can't just take it out of our income. That's absolutely fine. We're not going to do anything just yet. Otherwise, we don't want to hurt our mineral or consumer goods incomes just yet. Because these are important for building and maintaining happiness. So with that extra income we've just got, we are going to get that new scientist. We're going to get the statecraft one, or the new worlds person rather. And they will be doing technologies. We're going to... Okay. I've been confused there. So we actually have another free leader who is already in a science ship. So with the science ship, we're going to look out at our surrounding systems. Okay, so we have 4 potentially habitable worlds here so far. We're looking at this one because it's on a choke point and it has 25 slots on it, which means it will have far more population and the population will grow faster. So that's what we're going to go for straight away, and it's connected. So we're going to queue up a survey system here and there, and we're just going to go along this line here to get these choke points here. And we have a construction ship, which we are going to send to minerals to start off with, so we can get our mineral production up faster. I do like to play this once we've unpaused the game on the fastest speed, which is what we're going to do now. Excuse me. Because this game is a little bit slow going for me. Okay, so we've made that science ship. We're going to add a leader, our new one. We're going to get them some experience by looking at this choke point, this system, and we're going to go around to the other choke point here. It's absolutely important that you do go for these choke points first, quite obviously, so you can secure your own little region of space. That's whether you want to go tall or wide. You have to get your first choke point secured. Okay, so our construction ship has made the mining station here. So we're going to continue on to this planet, which will increase our energy credits by 3. Okay, so now that we have a stockpile of food, we're also going to add a monthly trade of food, and we are going to we're not going to run ourselves out just yet. I think about 13 or 14 is not too bad at the moment, so we're going to add that. We'll watch our energy credit income go up right now. So one more little exploit we're going to do is, we can do this properly, take away our enforcer. So this will let crime go up. Now letting crime go up isn't necessarily a bad thing to start with, but we're going to get it back down again soon. We're just going to watch crime rate go up very quickly. And we have discovered some alien life somewhere. So the ISS, well, I'll let you read that in your own time if you want to pause, but for the meantime that gives us a society research gain, or a little boost off the bat. Excellent stuff. So now that our crime has gone up, we can negotiate with crime lords, which gives us more stability. This stability will push us over a threshold where it gives us a little bit more of a boost to our resource outputs and trade immigration. So we're going to negotiate with crime lords. Let that pop over, so we've got 79% stability. We're going to go back to our jobs here. And we're going to employ our enforcer again, which should reduce our crime rates back down to 0 again. Excellent little exploit there that they still haven't patched out. I wouldn't say you need to patch it out necessarily. It's something we can do. Okay, so we have first contact with some a major Xenos race. So we shall greet the Xenos with open arms. It's wise to be cautious, or we can ward them off with threatening them. So we are going to set our first contact protocol to proactive, which will help our relationships when we first discover new major empires. So unfortunately, this is not a particularly habitable world at 10% habitability. This is because our main civilization prefers continental worlds rather than hot or cold worlds. So our construction ship is done again, and we found a strategic resource. Which one is that? We found Zero, which is a rather rare one actually. So we're going to need a rather advanced tech to be able to use that. That's absolutely fine. Okay, so we're going to consolidate our last buildings here and get some more engineering research with our mining ship. Going to look as well at what we want to invest in when we get some minerals. I like to get research labs first, really, or even some alloy foundries to get our military up.
Construction complete.
Okay. So survey system has been done. We have covered artifacts. That's absolutely fine.
Situation
This
log
begins the precursor chain of events here, where we just need to find some artifacts. These will come up as we play. Don't need to be very active with this, but once we do get to the end of this quest line, we get some sort of bonus. Okay, so we report remnants. That's absolutely fine. That's just tied into that. Construction ship's finished again. I've accidentally pressed a tab there. Okay, so we are going to secure this expansion by building a starbase on this choke point. We won't unfortunately gain the ability to colonize this planet just yet. That's absolutely fine. Okay, so now we have our first tradition available, which is what we use Unity for. Very much like Civ's traditions, these will be permanent bonuses throughout the game. So I like to go for expansion first. I believe it's the most popular first choice. So what we get from adopting this to start with is colony development speed, which means that when we colonize or put a colonizing ship into a planet to colonize, we'll be able to actually secure that faster and actually create a colony much faster from that. So we're going to adopt that and go down the tree as we unlock more points from Unity. And we are going to have a quick look over here because to have a quick look visually on what these planets might be like. That one not looking too happy. It's an Arctic world. This one is a continental world with 13. Okay, so we might be taking that. We're going to look at this one over here. It's a tomb world, unfortunately, so we're not going to be able to get over there. Alright, so we're even though it's a bit small, we are going to have to go over to this continental world. So we're going to go back to our starbase and look at colony ships. We need 3 more alloys. So that's absolutely fine. We can wait a few more days. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. That should be up. And we're going to make a colony ship in advance, so that when we've surveyed this planet, we should be fairly ready to go over and put a colony ship there, ready to take it. Okay, so we should have enough minerals now to create another...
anomalous surface variable.
I'm just going to pause the game there. So we've just found an anomaly. It's very much like Crusader Kings is. So many pop-ups coming up, pop-up messages interrupting you. This is a very hard one, so that's just going to slow us down by so much. We might not even successfully do this. This is, for those that don't know, a source of curiosity. So that when you are analysing and surveying planets, you can come across these for certain bonuses and quest lines. We're going to leave that alone for now, though, because it is very hard. And as I was saying, we're going to look through our potential buildings. I'm torn between alloy foundries and research posts at the moment. What this will do is increase metallurgist jobs by 2, and metallurgists turn minerals into alloys, of course, but our base production will be increased. I'll tell you what, let's go safe and go with research so far, because that will also increase our unity. We get so much out of it, and we're going to unpause the game again. And just wait. A lot of this game is just waiting. We found another challenging anomaly over here, but we want to continue with our exploration first. So we're not going to do that. And we're also going to set our... Oh, look at that. Look at the value on that. Got a 6 income from 1 mining station there. The payoff and the profit on that is huge. Okay, so we've completed the survey over here. So we're just waiting for our colonization ship to finish. And then we can colonize this planet instantly. We're getting scientist level ups. We're going to check how far we have. Oh, our governor has gained a trait. Where is our governor? We have leader experience gain, not great. Food from jobs is not so bad. Not so bad at all. And that has actually reminded me to check our leader traits. So we get +5 happiness from our leader, absolutely great. And monthly unity is also increased, so we really don't have to worry too much about creating unity buildings. Our colony ship has also been constructed, so we're going to send that over to the system. Tell it to colonize this planet. We're going to enter orbit first, because we do need a starbase over here, which we'll make now. Not the most mess of players, but I'm a little bit rusty, so please excuse me. Did we start creating that? We did. So our research labs are also up. We are going to build some more industrial districts here to increase our potential jobs, because we do only have a few jobs going at the moment, and our population is increasing at a fair rate actually at 3.84. A normal population growth would possibly be 2, and getting it up at this stage of the game is also rather difficult. But this is down to our empire traits at the moment. That's why it's so high. So we have another unity upgrade available. We could go for Reach for the Stars, which starbase influence cost is reduced by 10%. That's rather useful because our influence income is pretty much fixed at 3 until we make contact with another empire. Or we could have new colonies start with 1 additional pop, which I very much like going for to start with. That gets it running much quicker. Okay, so our colony ship's currently idle. We're just waiting for the base to construct, which it has just done. Excellent. We're going to pause again so we don't lose any time. And since it's already orbiting, it doesn't need to move too much. Oh, this planet has an anomaly. Okay. Okay, that's the really challenging one as well. That's actually rather a problem because our scientists at the moment are only level 2. And if they fail that, they might die. So we're going to leave that there for the moment. We do have 2 more potentially colonizable planets over here though. On Ocean World, it's 60%. What's this though? Okay, so that's continental in 19. That would actually be far more beneficial to take than this current planet that we're looking at. So we're going to orbit this planet. We're going to get a construction ship over here, ready to make a base over there and get our influence. Just going to very quickly note that for those that don't know, let's not do that. Let's get powered exoskeletons. Powered exoskeletons. I feel like an information dump price at the moment. There's so much going on in this game in the early stages. But I want our new viewers to just understand that since we're going for a machine empire goal, powered exoskeletons is what's known as a gateway technology into creating robots and droids, which are completely necessary for creating a machine empire. So if you see powered exoskeletons and you're going for a machine empire, instantly go for it without hesitation. And not only that, but it gets some more army damage and minerals from jobs as well. So, where are we going? I forgot what we were saying now. Let's carry on. Bang.
Technological Mission
A new
successful.
technological acquisition. Population growth speed has increased. Excellent stuff.
Surface variable.
Another hard anomaly. We're gonna leave that be for now. Because over here, it's not on the planet we want to look at. We're going to go for this technology, the monthly unity increase, because it's making good use of our statecraft bonus. And the
System
monthly
survey
unity
complete.
is also rather nice, as well as the additional edicts.
System
So
survey
let's just stay on this screen and wait for this month to go over.
Technological acquisition
While that happens,
successful.
and we are also going to go for field manipulation because I want all of the monies. It's going to make nice use of our field manipulation bonus from our scientist, giving us a nice plus 29% increase to that research. Take a breath, everyone. I understand it's quite a lot going on at the moment if you're quite new to the game. I just want to note that expansion is fairly open in this game. You just need to create a starbase on every single star that you want to expand to, and your official borders are shown by the green outline here, of an outline of your chosen colour when you start the game. This hasn't quite finished being surveyed yet, so we are going to have to wait. It will cost 33 influence, but which we have in abundance at the moment. Okay, that should be done by now. Not a starbase. We're lacking 33. Okay, that's absolutely fine. We're gonna have to wait just a little bit longer on that.
System
Okay, so
survey
we're going to
complete.
check our jobs again. We're doing pretty good for jobs. There's a few of each. So we're going to go for those alloy foundries again. I'm going to specialise this planet in alloy foundries at the moment. We don't necessarily need consumer goods right at the moment, so that will the need will increase when we get a higher population. Okay, so one of our science ships is idle. We're going to go back here just to get that, and then we're going to queue up a survey on these choke points over here. Got our backs pretty much to the edge of the galaxy here, which means if the Praetorians come later on, could have the potential to be screwed here. That's absolutely fine though. We do like that. Alright, so we have another Unity tradition available, and we actually have a fairly routine anomaly here. Where is this? Okay, that's over there. We're going to actually research that one because it's not too bad. I'll get it out of the way. We're going to carry on down here with increased population growth speed again by 10%. So what are we on now with that? So I've put that away. Population is now at 4.81 growth per month, which is mental. It's early stage. So let's carry on. Habitable World Survey, a commendable initiative. I'll let you read that in your own time if you want to pause there.
Situation
All that
log
means is if we open our situation log, it's not going to give us any indicators, but we just need to survey 8 habitable worlds throughout our playthrough, which should not be bad at all. Okay, so we should have enough. We do have enough influence to build a space station over here. And once that's done, we're going to colonize this planet finally. We'll get our second expansion up. Just double checking that we're orbiting that. We're just going to watch this.
System survey
We're
complete.
lacking in food at the moment, so that's absolutely fine. So, they're beautiful. Edict Monolith. Sargas 3A is uninhabited and indeed uninhabitable, but not unvisited. Its surface is littered with tail cenotaphs, or what the cenotaphs rather, carved from some mineral and not native to the planet. Evidently placed here by some artistically inclined spacefaring race, the monolith's flowing lines deftly chart a history to fantastical, so fantastical it must be fictional. So, we could just go for a one-time bonus in engineering research to instantly get our engineering research done, Or we could go for They Are Beautiful, which make digital reproductions of the monoliths widely available in our empire. And I think that's what we're going to go for. I would like the longer term payoff because of that. Which means we get 6 pops gain the xenophile ethic. Okay, that's not necessarily good. We'd like to go for xenophobe, personally, but that's absolutely fine. Should make our first contacts possibly a bit easier. Okay, so our leader has developed new skills because of that for Eye for Talent,
Construction complete.
which does leader level cap and experience gain. Okay, so this could be better, could be worse. We're finally going to be taking our expansion here. Colonized planet. We're going to keep the name as it is there.
Planetary settlement procedure initiated.
Because of that, because it's our first one, we get an engineering research boost. I've just noticed we have a idle science ship, which we are going to send this way again. We survey this. We're going to survey this little choke point here and here. We are going to hire a new scientist in a second, so we can expand out in this direction as well. But we also have an idle construction ship, so we're going to get all of our mining stations here and research stations here. Okay, so we're going to address our food deficit for the moment, though. And by doing that, we're just going to cancel our trade. That's absolutely fine. We can do that. We have enough gold in the bank.
Technological acquisition
We're having new
successful.
technological acquisition. We see powered exoskeletons, which see we now have robotic workers unlocked. We're going to go straight for that, so that we can start building robot assembly plants. We're also going to build another science ship and hire another scientist. Unfortunately, not with really any decent traits again.
Construction
In which case, we'll go with anomaly discovery chance and put him on this new idle. Bloody hell!
technological acquisition
New idle
successful.
ship. Pause the game again just to catch up with these. We're going to go for survey speed to get out of the way. And we're going to go for slave processing facilities, which is going to be immensely helpful for keeping our slave public order and happiness in check when we get bigger. So we're going to send our new one, as promised, out into the new choke points here. And hopefully we'll find a new empire. Construction ship again is idle. So we're going to send this one to secure this choke point here before it gets compromised. Because it's so close that we do not want to lose that. Not a lot to gain as mining station wise from there, but that's absolutely fine. We just need the holding to secure our borders first. And you can see here the colony development underway. It's been the progress of that has been increased by our Unity tradition earlier, and we found another potentially habitable world. It's an alpine world though, so it's not really going to be great again. We're not going to want to take that. So far, not having great luck with this.
System survey complete.
Just because it's a little bit bigger, I'm more tempted to go for this ocean world. And look at all of these industrial districts on it. We're going to leave that for now because we're going to fail that. Okay, there's a fair amount of industrial districts on this one as well. We're going to go for research the stars.
Construction complete.
And we've constructed that, so we're going to get the mining facility there
System
as well.
survey complete.
Basically land grabbing here. Okay, we're only a deficit for minerals at the moment, so we're going to make more mining districts in the hopes that we increase our mining jobs. But this is why we're in the bloody deficit. Got no one working the bloody mining jobs. Okay, so
Planetary surface settlement.
I'm going to keep that as it is for now because we'll be fine. We do have a new colony now. So we have 2 people on there. We can't really do a hell of a lot with it just yet. What we can do is try and specialise it already. So it does have a fair amount of industrial and clerk jobs. So we're going to make some districts when we have the money again. because I've just spent it. So to free that up, I'm going to cancel one of those because it's not that's really needed. The job opportunities are there. We just need people to fill them up. So what we're going to do is create a industrial district here. And once those are built, our populations in this planet will be able to take up those jobs. So, there we go. It's a change round again. They can't decide where they want to work. Why is this? Interesting. That's okay though. I'd rather have a food deficit at the moment because we're sat on 1.2 thousand food. That's going to take a while to tick down. We can always buy some more. So we have some blockers to get rid of. We've got sprawling slums, which actually is rather important to get rid of because we will get one more population on clearing that for free, pretty much. Okay, so we can build some sort of building here now.
Anomalous surface variable.
Another, oh Christ, a hellish difficulty there. That's not great. And with this, I was hoping for a research lab or something really, but we need to increase our planetary administration, which won't happen until we get 10 population. So we have 16 amenities at the moment. Crime's okay, housing's alright, that will go up as we increase our districts. Contacted some enigmatic spacefarers, okay, the Alpha aliens. This means that we have made first contact with a major empire. So we're going to go through that, and once we've done that, we'll be able to find out their borders. I think for now I'm going to go for alloy foundries again on this one, so we can get some more alloys, of course. Okay, so with the Nemesis expansion, you don't automatically see other empires' borders when you make first contact. You need to assign an envoy, which is a diplomatic agent type, to work on this investigation. And that will tick over just as that's assigned. So again, it's just a waiting game. It makes it a little bit more proactive, but again, just a waiting game. Okay, so where do we want to go now? Where do we want to expand to? I want to expand to Cerridon here, but we're lacking 5 influence. That's okay. We'll probably get that by the time we get there. So we're going to unpause again. And we have a new technology research. We're going to go for research speed 5% increase. And since that's an easy one, we're going to research that. Our Empire Sprawl is now slightly over our cap, but that's okay. We're not getting any really horrible negatives and malices from that. It's just campaign costs and rare resource edicts increased a little bit by 1% there. For new players, this means it's a way of controlling your population sizes and expansions if you don't increase your Empire Sprawl cap. It means if you get too big for your boots, you'll get malices. Okay, so Love Labour's Law, so I'll let you read that in your own time, but for now we're going to go for Superiority Reaffirmed modifier added for 60 months, which means we'll get more unity and population happiness for that time. We're going to research this one as well. We have a robotic workers finally. I'm going to go for metal placing. And we're going to go for... Let's go for reduced Empire Sprawl from colonies and such. Here we go. So our first contact event has happened. We'll keep at it for now. So we're going to go to the second stage. Nothing really happens here. It's just telling you you're getting closer to finding out who the hell these ruddy bloody aliens are. So in the meantime, our science ship over here is idle. We're going to send him to this choke point. And we're going to double back on ourselves. Because if we haven't found anyone so far over here, we should be okay. We should have some distance between anyone in this direction. It's this one I'm worried about. So our construction ship is over here, and we can build an outpost. Let's carry on. And we should be ending the episode, I think, when we found out who exactly is next to us over here. Orbital speed demon. Attempts to scan the object is high speed. Okay, so we've got a high speed object crashing down towards us. And we shall try to. We shall try to. Ejects debris to collide with the object, hopefully stopping it. Let's try and slow it down. Let's try and be safe and see if we can learn or something. Okay, so we can open up this box, research it, or we could get rid of it. Shall we open the mystery box?
Situation log adjusted.
And now have a situation log update because of it. Cracking open the alien box. Okay, so what's going to happen is this will halt our physics production because physics is what it costs. It's going to halt it for 36 months. So we're going to wait until our physics research is done, and then we're going to open that. And our construction ship's finished over here, so we're going to make our mining stations and research stations. We're going to double check our jobs over here. So they are filling up. They're filling up again. That's absolutely good. And we do have some available jobs because of it. So we have 4 on here, 1 over there. Okay, so don't really need to worry about building up our districts over here yet. Don't want to spend the resources just yet on there. I'm going to check on our second colony though. I'm going to look at our available jobs. So we still have 3 metallurgist jobs available. Okay, we're going to keep those up. But I am going to build a farming district. And now we have the slave army slave processing facility available to us. We're going to increase our society research there with this research. Got an alien mural. Okay, so we can look at that. So we can translate the alien mural. That's going to be another situation log, which means I'm going to go to this because we need to assign a science ship to look at it. So over here, okay, so we're going to survey the system and then queue up research projects and carry on over here.
System survey complete.
Okay, we're going to pause the game. First contact. Another stage. Okay, so we're on the stage 3, so we might, or we might not, figure out who these alpha aliens are. There's quite a few of them. There's two fleets over here. Can't see exactly what they are from this. Okay, here we go. Trust is most welcome. Here we go, here we go, here we go. So, they are receptive, which means they're eager to communicate peacefully with us. So we found out whether they're peaceful or not. It's going to take another stage to see what happens there. I'm going to look at I should have done this ages and ages and ages ago, look at our policies. So our diplomatic stance is expansionist, which means we get outpost construction build cost reduced, colony development speed increased, and border friction is increased by 100%, so that we won't be quite so friendly with whoever this is. And our war philosophy is unrestricted wars, so we can declare war as and when we want, regardless of political situations. And our first contact protocol we chose earlier, which is proactive. And yeah, that's absolutely fine so far. Let's carry on, shall we? Because we do have an idle science ship, which is never good. Always keep your science ships active. It's the worst thing you can do. Special project complete. So that was the alien mural. Because of that, we have extra bonuses on this planet now, which we can use. So our construction ship, it's not going to do anything just yet. We're going to pause the game, and we shall see what's going on here. As we began to pick up more and more visual images of the aliens known as the Alpha Aliens, it was inevitable that these would eventually be leaked to the wider public. Their appearance has provoked widespread dismay amongst our populace, who have taken to describing them as repulsive shrooms. Already many are demanding that we take action to deal with the new fungoid threat. So my preferred tactic is to, if they're not too threatening, declare war pretty much as soon as we can on the first contact we make, because that's a really viable expansion plan, and it brings us more population as well. So we could go for the repulsive aliens modifier, which gives us the xenophobe ethics attraction for a little bit. Or we could go for repulsive aliens are tolerated modifier, given the following ethics: happiness -5%. Well, that's obviously very bad, so we're going to go with this one. Excellent. So we can't assign our second envoy to do anything with these repulsive bloody shrooms just yet. So we're going to wait and wait and wait. I'm going to go for even more colony development speed here, just because it's boring technology and want to get that out of the way. And what are we going to do with our construction ship? We are going to not do that. We are going to going to secure this as well, just to piss off the alpha aliens. No real strategic gain there, other than the 8 bloody minerals. So we could take that. Actually, it's very useful. But I also want to piss off the bloody shrooms and reduce their potential expansions a little more. Got another event for them on screen. Influence. Oh, shut up. Here we go. So now we've made some contact with them. So we have much to gain from this encounter. It means we shall seek friendly relations with the Avabian Council, and they gain a little more opinion of us. We could embrace the greater good eventually, or tell them to. We shall seek to distance ourselves from them, giving them -30% or 33% spy network growth on us. Sounds okay, doesn't it? We'll become... Okay, so we go for hostile opening. We shall prepare for hostilities with the Avabian Council, giving us 33% spy network growth on them. Useful. And their opinion of us goes down. Okay, so their civics are actually very close to ours. They're xenophilic and fanatic materialist. So we could really get on with them quite well. They could make decent allies if we wanted to. But we don't. We're going to go for hostile contact. Okay, so let's pause and have a look. Okay, so that's their capital there, as outlined by the orange. Rather close to us, and we can see that they've possibly expanded, got outposts on at least all of these stars. But to... we need to build a spy network to actually see what's going on with them. And we can... establish an embassy to their capital, improving the effectiveness of friendly envoys and increasing intelligence targets. Excellent, they'll be happy with that. But I think, ladies and gentlemen, that is where we're going to leave it today. It's been a rather long episode, and unfortunately not a hell of a lot's been happening, but we have found our new empire, and we'll be following on in the next episode. In the meantime, I've been the Edified Gamer. Thank you for listening, and I hope all your nights and days are auspicious. Goodbye.